What's up, everybody? I want to make some content to fill in the time that I have between knife making. So I'm going to go over some recent news that I thought was pretty interesting, add some information to it. And all these news articles are relating to why I carry an EDC knife or a firearm. And that being said, if you plan on carrying self-defense or anything, make sure you follow your state's concealed carry laws when it comes to firearms or knives, because every state is different. Some are dumb and some are smart. So don't just carry stuff to carry stuff. Carry stuff where you're legally allowed to do so, so you don't end up, bottom bunk in a jail cell somewhere. So be smart. Let's go over some new stuff. So in Chicago, near the Chicago Theater, there were multiple shootings, 2 to be exact, where 1 teen died and 8 were injured, unfortunately. The first shooting involved 7 teenagers who were rushed to hospital. All were between the ages of 13 and 17. Unfortunately, all of them survived, but unfortunately, in the second shooting, there were 2 18-year-old victims, with one, which is in the title, you can see one of them did unfortunately pass due to his injuries. There are no, at the time of this video being made, there are no suspects actually arrested by local police departments in the area. The Cook County Crime Stoppers is offering $10,000 as a reward for any information that leads to an arrest. Like I said, this is in Chicago. Chicago has some of the strictest guns and self-defense carrying laws in the country. So carrying pretty much anything to defend yourself is just almost not impossible. You can't carry anything like any knife that's larger than 2.5 inches, and getting a concealed carry permit for firearms or even owning a firearm in Chicago is very difficult. So if you're carrying anything, like if you live in Chicago, you're at a massive disadvantage, because criminals don't care. They don't care what the law is. They're obviously gonna carry firearms. We hear about Chicago all the time. So Chicago, even like they made it a point that even throwing stars are illegal, so you can't even be a ninja in the city. I don't understand why anyone would choose to live there at this point. It's always in the news. It's always doing dumb stuff. So stay out of Chicago. No surprise there. When you leave Chicago, the next biggest area for crime always seems to be New York City outside of that. So on a New York City subway, a rider was stabbed in the stomach after a fellow passenger stopped asking him to be so loud on his phone. As kind of seen in this topic and in the little print underneath of the title here, the man also was allegedly punched in the face several times before being stabbed in the abdomen. This occurred at 11 a.m. on New York City subway. So 11 a.m. they're just starting their day. The rest of the day must have sucked if that's how you're starting it. No, for a fact, if you get stabbed in the stomach and punched in the